Hey everybody, how's it going? It's what day is it today? Sunday. Just wanted to shoot a quick video. I was in the mood to turn the camera on. Not really doing any saw work today. Buddy came over and actually dropped some saws off that we can borrow for the channel. Stuff that I don't have. He's a good fella. We'll have him on the channel sometime, folks. I guarantee that. He's the fella that actually started my journey in wrenching on saws several years ago, and I always think about this channel and what it means to me. A lot of you guys email me and you say I really appreciate the tips and tricks, and I like to share that info so it's out there. Those little tips and tricks often can get you going and help you out. So that fella, I'll never forget. I was rebuilding an MS260 and I thought I needed a cylinder. He had an ad. I drove to his place and he said, bring the saw. Well, when I showed him my cylinder, he said, you don't need a cylinder, you need a piston. That's it. So instead of selling me a cylinder, he sold me a piston and helped me rebuild the saw. And never met the fella before, but we drank coffee together, and when I left there I had a power saw, and you know, that stuck with me. I thought, what a nice fella. Well, you know, as the years have gone by, we've become, you know, good friends, and we've cut together and swapped parts and saws back and forth. And so I think of that, and that's what I want this channel to be, is, you know, he helped me a lot when I was starting. Little things I didn't even think of, he would help me with. He's been wrenching on saws for a long time, and built more saws than I've ever touched. So, and you know who you are, buddy. Thank you. Anyhow, he came over today. He brought me some parts like he does from time to time, and we do that. We'll swap parts back and forth, and you know, and he brought some power saws. He has a very nice power saw collection, and he ended up leaving them with us here, friends. We'll run these on the channel, and I thought it was pretty cool. We were looking at my 288. This will be coming down the line. Look at this thing. This is the one we got from the Simple Man. I'll turn the light on here, folks. There you go. This is the one we got from the Simple Man. She's real crusty. I've been slowly collecting parts to put it back together. I'm almost there. Again, and this one here, 385. I've been going through the saw shelf, just, you know, deciding what we want to do on the channel in the future. But, so he brought a couple of power saws here. We'll start with this one, actually. Sorry guys, kind of end of the day, a little scattered. I've always wanted to show one of these on the channel. This is a Husqvarna 44. Now I believe this is the last model of 44 like this. If you guys have never run one of these, this is like a 43, 44cc saw. These are absolutely a pleasure to live with. They have lots of power. This saw cuts way above its size. Very torquey. It's actually impressive. Let's fire up so you guys can hear it. This is a 1986 model. So this would be one of the last ones. Here. Okay, so for those of you that, you know, would like to see some smaller saws on the channel, we're going to run this. We'll borrow this for a little while. I believe he just went through this, so we'll put some time on it. I actually really like these 44s. These are a stout little power saw, friends. They really are. The first time I ran one, I was actually kind of shocked. So he lent that to the channel. And you guys can see this big old girl here. Look at this thing. I'll bring you guys in close. so you guys can see. Here, let's have a look, see here. Messy bench. What do we have here? Well, first of all, look at that beautiful bar. That's an old school Oregon. I believe it's a 30-inch. Look at this, friends. This is not something... This saw was actually bought locally. I'm just going to try and swing it around here so you guys can see what's going on. This saw was bought locally. He picked this up a little while ago. I remember I saw the ad, and it was quite far up north. I thought about going to get it, but he's the big saw man around here, so perfect saw for him. He does a lot of milling. So Jonsered 2095, full wrap, and it's in just beautiful condition. Very low mile. Look at this thing, friends. Just a beauty. I went and put her in some wood. She pulls chain. These are very, very stout power saws. Big power. Here, I'll fire up for you guys. Let you hear. We'll be running these on the channel. I just thought I was all rootin' tootin' about him coming by, and I thought, yeah, just making sure you guys are still filming here. Let's fire this bad boy up. 95 cc's, I believe this is. Again, Jonsered. They don't make them like this anymore. I can't remember which way the switch goes, up or down. She's a gooder. Pretty cool. As you can tell, I like power saws. What about you guys? A buddy of mine in Texas actually runs one of these ported, and it's nasty. So yeah, good to have friends. I didn't know he was leaving these saws, but it'd be fun once in a while. He's got a really, really good collection of power saws, and you know, it'd be fun once in a while to pull out some of his saws and run them on the channel, just, you know, so you guys get to see them, and so I get to play. So yeah, we'll run this on the channel. Oh, there we go. Have to find some big nasty wood. I actually have a big stump I need to cut, so this would probably be the perfect saw for the job. So there you guys go. 2095 Jonsered, just something different, and I thought it's on my bench right now. So let's film it. These are kind of weird. They got both the gas caps. Gas and oil are at the back. She's a big old girl, even for the Tinman, eh? Oh yeah. You gotta be a man to swing this thing around all day. I'm just gonna put it on the floor here. And now, moving along. This is a saw that you guys haven't seen. You guys saw this saw briefly on the channel, very briefly. This is a 288 XP, 1987 288 XP. If you guys go back, I think when I was building this, I also had this on the bench. And this saw has a highway top end, and I think it's a highway piston. I ported this saw, friends. I ported the top end with the crankcases, and basically once I was done, I gave it back to him. He's built way more saws than me. I was totally, yeah, that's fine. He's a very good mechanic, very meticulous, and so I gave it back to him. Well, I've never run this saw, friends. and I ported it, what, I don't know, 6 months, 8 months ago. I've never seen it run. With what's going on in the world, we haven't been cutting as much. It's just kind of the way it's been. So he had this in the trunk of his car today, and he's like, "Here, run this thing." This saw the muffler stock on it, and it's been ported. So I think this thing needs a muffler mod. He said, "Do whatever you want with it." So this is not a crazy port job. He likes more of a work saw build. So this is more work saw trim, and so I didn't. This thing's not orangutan by any means, but I'd still like to run it, right? I like to sample my own work. So here, we'll fire this thing up. Nice saw. All kinds of compression in her. So there you guys go. We'll have this for a while. Good excuse to go out and do some more cutting. And the Jonsered's here for a bit in that 44. Don't laugh, guys. That little 44, we were cutting oak one day, bunch of us. He always has 2 or 3 of these 44s. It's all the guys that I cut with, or that group. I only cut with 1 or 2 of them, but all the guys in that group have a Husqvarna 44. I was running his 44 in like 18-inch oak with an 18-inch bar, and I can't believe the torque that those little saws have. I'm trying to get my hands on one. I have a bunch of parts for one, and I would like to port one, because I think, I mean, this is a light little saw, but it does have a crankcase, and yeah, I think this saw could be just nasty ported. So there's that, and yeah, it'd be nice to run this. I can't remember what I did timing wise on this, but I didn't turn this thing up. It's super warm. There's no machine work, and it's just a nice mild port job. I think I remember this cylinder. One of the transfers was higher than the other, so I had to do transfer work, upper transfer work to the one side, if I remember correctly. I'll have to look in my book. Again, super important to write notes down. Yeah, there we go. Guys, this is one of my, I've never owned a 281 or a 288. And actually, this is a 281 XP. But I've always wanted one, and again, I do have one here. And she's just sturdy enough to make the cut on the channel, right? So, this is actually a 288 XP Lite. The difference is in the Lite and the 288 XP or the 281 is this front mount. Notice how it has the big extra mount? That's for running a long bar. It stiffens the saw up. These were not known for having the best AV mounts. They're generally, even this one, it's a little soggy. Not too bad, but... So that's the difference between a 288 Lite and a 288 XP. They're both XPs, but one says Lite on the recoil. So there we go, folks. Just seeing where we're at. Still filming. There we go, folks. That's kind of what we're up to today, and I'm going to continue the porting on this Echo. And this thing needs minimal intake work, like minimal. I'm just going to touch the bottom of the intake port and do a little roughing at the top. I'll show you guys all that, and then we can address any port issues we have with the ball hone. So we're gonna actually take the ball hone and chamfer all the corners. We'll do that on a video, and then we can assemble the saw, and we can do a full first start break-in. We can do it all together. I'll let you guys know my honest opinion of this saw, because here's the thing, I've never ported one of these before, so I don't know, right? I don't know. So if I don't like it, I'll tell you why I don't like it, and I'll tell you what I propose to do about that, okay? Same with this. This is the only 288 I've ever ported, and it's like I want to run it again, or I want to run it period, to see. I have a feeling, because this thing is so overboard, meaning it's got a short stroke and a big piston, it's probably not going to be the torquiest saw on the face of the earth. I reckon. I could be wrong, but that tends to just be the deal with overbore saws. So, like this, for instance, 272. You know, when you compare a 272 to a 266, this will make more horsepower, but the 266 will make a broader power curve, and that's generally because, well, that's because this is a 52 millimeter bore, the 66 is 50. Once you start going over bore, I find they're more rev happy, but they're not as torquey feeling, so it's hard to quantify that. You guys remember that 272 turret saw, Bill? That was a gooder. I think that 272 and this 288 are going to be a mean matching pair. This is equally as turdy as that was, so that's exciting. Okay, friends. Just a quick video. My buddy came over, dropped some stuff off to me, and I was just like super excited. Wanted to show some of these saws before I put them away, and next time I go cutting, I will definitely be running this 288. I'd like to do a video with this and see what the deal is. This bar is kind of wonky, he told me. I'll probably put one of my bars on it for cutting. Chain's good and sharp, but and this big hoss. Oh, this is a rowdy saw. I like it. I don't know. This saw came local. I've never seen one of these here. The only other one I've seen is my buddy has another one of these. He has two of these now, and the other one came from the United States, but this one's local. So pretty odd saw to find in this neck of the woods. So pretty cool. Anyhow, put this thing back down here. Let's see how much time we're at. Yeah, we're good. Anyhow, as always, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Later, guys. See you in a couple days.